Hello guys, welcome back to El Merengue Culé, Barcelona versus Huesca here, and we do have a few key points to talk about. First of all, we absolutely need to win this game, get the 3 points to keep applying pressure to Atletico Madrid. This is a must, and I know the Madridistas will agree on that. We need to put pressure on Atletico just so they drop points. Now, in terms of the starting lineup for this game, 5 in the back formation, and I'm very curious to see what type of level we can continue to play at. We played very well against PSG, and I want to see some continuation to that to a debatably smaller club, definitely a smaller club. Up top we have Dembele, Messi, and Griezmann, but interestingly enough, De Jong is playing in a center back position. So I'm definitely curious to see how we play. And of course, as well, we have to limit the amount of yellow cards. We have, for example, Messi and De Jong on 4 yellow cards. If they get one more, they're going to have to settle the game. And we have a relatively tough schedule coming up, so that's something we got to keep in the back of our mind. Alright guys, so that is the end of the first half. 3 goals, a lot of talking points, so let's get to it. Huesca started off to what I consider kind of strong for considering it's the last place team of La Liga. They were looking for the goal in the first 5 minutes, pushing, and then eventually Barcelona kind of started to engulf them and they just had no option to retreat. And well, for once, I actually like to see that we can take a long shot and it be effective. We saw it happen twice. The first one coming from Messi, a Messi that I think is kind of changing a little bit in the way he plays. He's looking more just to get the goal. Doesn't have to be pretty. I mean, it was pretty today, but I like to see that. And then Huesca again came back, started attacking well. Ter Stegen pulled up a huge save at that point because if they score, you know, we're right back into 1-1.
Yeah.
Jordi Alba hit a crossbar, and Griezmann eventually another golazo, really similar to Messi's, almost as if he was like, oh, that's how you shoot the ball. Let me try it. Let me give it a shot.
Whatever you do, I can do better.
Yeah. One thing that I did like to see a lot of this system with the injuries we have is De Jong actually has helped us out a lot in the back line. The player with the most passes in our team, all very accurate passes, and it helps us break out. I mean, it hasn't been so crucial in a Huesca that's been sitting back for a grand majority of the game, but in tougher games, that could be a potential key point that we could utilize.
Right. I think overall, Barca's game offensively has been really good in the sense that they make it, in a sense, look easy whenever they're attacking. A Huesca team that whenever I've watched like Real Madrid play against Huesca or like these lower league teams, I find it's so hard for Madrid to create like something in offense. And then right now, like watching this Barca team, they make it a lot easier. And I don't know if it's I'm obviously giving Barca merit. Obviously, Barca's playing good and their offense is playing pretty good. But I also want to say, like, come on, Huesca. Like, I feel like at times it looks like y'all are playing out there like y'all are 5th graders. Like, the passing is off, the first touches are off, like the dribbling's a little bit off.
You pointed out that in Messi's school, one of the Huesca center backs could have stepped and blocked a shot, done something, and he hesitated.
He hesitated a lot. Yeah.
And then to conclude the half, a bit of controversy. The referee called a penalty in what I believe not to be a penalty, and you know, from a Madrid fan, I think he agrees on that as well. I mean, there was a touch with the hand on his shin, but I mean,
he had already. The ball had been played, he went to shoot it, missed the ball was already going out of bounds, and then Ter Stegen actually touches him. At that point, the ball is like already out of the issue. Yeah, that's no longer a penalty in my opinion.
And I mean, the touch was so slight, like, yeah, come on. But
it is pretty frustrating.
They converted the penalty. It does complicate life a little bit, but I mean, we're still a goal ahead, so.
I think Barca should have enough quality to just finish out the game, see it through without it really becoming too much of an issue.
Let's hope so. We'll see you at the end of the video. Alright guys, that is the end of the game, and I could not be happier. We started off with an absolute bang. Mingueza getting his first goal with the club, and he just looked so happy.
Good header.
Good, yeah, great header, which is, personally I think that's one of his weaknesses, defending headers, but this header was spectacular. And then to make matters just a little bit better, Rafa Mir always knows how to run on my
day. Worst striker than this guy. No, I think he's actually pretty good.
But yeah, he's a good striker.
That miss, come on now.
That's too good.
Oh my god.
And then, just when everything was falling asleep, we were just seeing the game out, Lionel Messi pulls off another long shot. I took a deflection, but it's still a really good goal. nonetheless. And so, guys, to end this game, we can take a lot of positives away. The first one being the fact that for the first time, I think since the beginning of La Liga, all the teams, or at least all the teams in the top that matter to us, end up with the same amount of games played. Yeah. And we are only 4 points behind Atletico Madrid. At one point, we were like 10 points, and they had 2 games left to play. But now it's, you know, the games are the same, and it's just 4 points, which definitely shows a lot of light. Mingueza getting a goal, like another youngster performing for Barcelona. Barca playing well with the 5 in the back formation, finally finding some sort of rhythm, some sort of consistency. You know, we stopped riding that frequency of a wave.
Ronald Araujo's back.
Yeah, Ronald Araujo's back, again defending really well. And, you know, I'm happy. I could not be happier with the way this game went. We scored early on, did not waste our legs too much. The yellow cards were not effective, or like did not affect us. Yeah. So with that being said, guys, hell of a game. If you enjoyed the video, hit a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And as always, Peace Barça.